The Imperial Convoy has broken through the Ewok village choke point, albeit with significant casualties. Their occupier tank has been destroyed and their special forces units have been separated and left behind in the deep forest. Still, the rebel force sent to delay them has been utterly annihilated, slain to the last man. So Imperial spirits are high as they rush to assist their comrades at the Imperial Outpost. As General Solo receives word that the rebel ambushers have been destroyed, he knows that it's now or never for this daring mission. The alarm has been raised and reinforcements are on the way, but the rebel raiders are ready to make their attack. With his life-bound friend, the mighty Chewbacca, at his side, General Han Solo leads his troops into battle. Their objective? To capture the Imperial AT-ST held at this outpost and turn its weapons against the Empire. And for the troopers manning the defenses against him, their goal is simple: hold the line. Like the previous game, this scenario will be played out on a 4-foot by 4-foot board containing a large Imperial depot, complete with defensive fortifications and ringed by trees and foliage. A barrier wall forces the rebel attackers through a narrow choke point at the front of the base, and a parapet creates firing positions for the troopers inside to shoot anyone attempting to climb over the wall. Inside the outpost is a large refueling pad containing an unmanned AT-ST. This vehicle is the rebels' primary objective. To hijack it, they must hack into 2 computer terminals located on or next to the platform, as well as have Chewbacca within base contact with the vehicle itself. At that time, Chewbacca will take control of the tank, and the rebels gain a massive advantage in arms and armor. To accomplish their objective, the rebel forces have been equipped with unique stratagem cards enabling the troopers to infiltrate the Imperial systems. With the card Slicing, the rebels will be able to roll white defense die, looking for a surge or block, to access the terminal and further the goal to secure the Imperial AT-ST. In addition to this primary method, certain units are equipped with the unique stratagem Hijack. Rebel astromechs, as well as the mighty Chewbacca, will be able to make slicing checks with red defense die rather than white, increasing the chance for success if they perform the slicing action during play. The rebel forces for this game will deploy up close to the Imperial walls, as shown here, to represent their stealthy approach, with the option to deploy up to 2 trooper units on the adjacent board edge as well. The rebel forces making this daring attack will be led by General Han Solo, one of the best commanders in the rebel arsenal. He will be equipped with vigilance, up close and personal, and ascension cables in case he needs to make any special flanking maneuvers. His uncanny luck and his low profile give him incredible survivability even in the open, and his sharpshooter and handy DL-44 blaster pistol are a guaranteed way of eliminating multiple Imperial troopers per attack. Combined with his gunslinger ability and the extra dodge tokens obtained from up close and personal, he stands to be one of the single most dangerous tools the rebels can bring against the Imperial defenders. Assisting him will be his lifelong friend, Chewbacca, one of the cheapest rebel operatives and most value for money you can take. He will be equipped with Seize the Initiative, Protector, and Emergency Stems to give him a little bit of extra survivability. Chewbacca's main goal in this mission is to hijack the AT-ST. To do this, he must survive. However, Chewbacca will also have the unique stratagem Down But Not Out, in case he needs to be moved by one of his friendly trooper units in order to make it to the AT-ST by the end of the game. Speaking of those rebel troopers, the rebels will be bringing 6 core unit rebel trooper units, 2 of which will be equipped with Z6s, extra troopers, prepared supplies, and fragmentation grenades. These will be making assaults up the middle with Han Solo and Chewbacca. There will be 2 more units equipped with ion cannons, in case he brings any tanks, astromech droids to gain extra hacking ability, as well as prepared supplies and smoke grenades to give a little bit of extra cover to the entire unit. And the 2 units deployed off to the side will be equipped with ascension cables, extra troopers, and fragmentation grenades, giving them a dangerous flanking option. The rebels will also be bringing along 2 AT-RT light tanks, both equipped with hacked comms units in case they get close enough to get themselves extra orders. One will be bringing an AT-RT rotary blaster, one of the best general-purpose weapons in the game. The other will be bringing a flamethrower, possibly the highest damage output one can equip to a tank in close quarters. These rebel forces are well primed and well motivated to take the fight to the Empire and avenge their fallen brothers. Now, To tell us about the Imperial forces, their deployment and structure, we give you Battle Bard Sam.
As the conflict throughout the galaxy has progressed, so too has the frustration of the ISB. Planetside on Endor, operatives have been stationed to ensure the successful completion of the superweapon orbiting the fourth moon of Endor. Among these operatives is one such agent who appears punished by his fellow officers and was assigned to this crappy remote installation. Not Agent Callus, also known as Agent Corvus, looks over the data set before him as the alarm raises upon the rebel forces engaging the base. Poking his head out of the tent, the conflict begins. For this map, Imperials will have some unique deployments. Manning their posts, 2 units are positioned on the forward defenses near the main gate. Armling the heavily covered positions, they will be the first of the Imperial forces to engage the rebels as they rush towards the base. Meanwhile, Commander Corvus will spawn at the operations tent at the rear of the base, with the remaining units deploying from the Barracks Avenue on the right side of the board, as shown here. To aid in the continued survival of the Empire, the faction is equipped with a custom Imperial stratagem. This faction-equipped card, Reconfigure, allows injured units to combine and create new squads, removing the activation token from play upon doing so, while enabling the continued longevity and firepower of the combined unit. Putting the stratagem immediately into play, 16 stormtrooper units managed to survive the ambush of the Ewok village and have trudged their way towards the Imperial installation. Reconfigured into 4 squads of 4, the troopers are more evened out and well-rounded squads, avoiding the sad possibility of a single unit to be shot upon engagement, unable to do anything in particular with his pathetic white dice. The remaining Imperial forces manning the base are made up of 600 points. Holding the fort down nearly single-handedly are 2 squads of Imperial Death Troopers. Both are equipped with DLT-19Ds, endurance, HQ uplinks, targeting scopes, and the really sweet focused fire and grenade launcher configs of the E11D. With them, they are joined by a Scout Trooper squad equipped with a DLT-19X sniper, endurance, an HQ uplink, and targeting scopes. Stationed on the forward positions of the heavy cover at the front of the base, 2 squads of Stormtroopers hold it down. One squad is equipped with an RT-97C Stormtrooper, a Stormtrooper captain, targeting scopes and endurance, and the other an HH-12 rocket launcher and an additional trooper for some extra survivability. Leading these men into battle is not Agent Callus, also known as Agent Corvus, with lead by example, endurance, his bow rifle, and staff configs. This guy is a beast in melee, but don't get him wrong, he's got some really great orders up his sleeve. Now that the game is set, it's time to continue this campaign and find out who is going to win the battle for Endor.
Hello and welcome to round 2, or should I say game 2, of our 5-part Battle for Endor narrative campaign series. I hope you enjoyed watching the first part. We certainly enjoyed making it, and today we're going to be dealing with the ramifications of it in game 2. Now, I'm super excited for this one, because this is the Imperial Forward Outpost game that we're playing today. We've got our Imperial base all set up, and we've got the Rebel forces crashing in down at them with very strategic objectives here today. Yeah, my whole goal today is just to take that walker. I want Chewbacca in that walker, and if he gets in that walker, I'm going to wreak havoc on the Imperial base. And my goal is honestly just to survive as long as possible and ward him away from that ATST. Because of the last game, I got some extra guys coming in behind him. That's true. That's the real advantage. So that Imperial Convoy, all the survivors from the Imperial Convoy are going to be entering the board from the same board edge my main force is attacking from. They only get to spawn within distance 1. I got to spawn within distance 2, but that's because Rebels are stealthy. And once he gets those forces on there, he's actually going to have a points advantage for me. Right now, I have a 200-point advantage in my total numbers, and I'm going to be trying to use that for the first 2 rounds to deal as much damage as I can and make as much progress into this base as possible. Yeah. He does have some seriously good defensive positions, but I think I can crack him. Now, those of you who are familiar with Star Wars Legion will know that Rebels tend to out-activate Imperial forces just due to the point cost discrepancy. However, because of how many points I managed to get off the board last time, theoretically, if I don't lose any units, which there's no chance in hell that happens, but I would have more points than him and an equal number of activations with 10 each. You still might, but it would be you're going to have to kill as many units as you lose, because yes. I am definitely taking out those forward defenders.
Yeah, those 2 forward guys, I'm not exactly sure about their survival rate. But, hey, I'm going to do my best. You saw me rolling defenses last time on Stormtroopers, and I basically didn't lose a single guy until round 3. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with my performance last time. I'm hoping I have some similar luck.
That won't hold up again. That was entirely due to the Imperial outfit you were running, and you were able to summon your Stormtrooper luck. And today you've actually dressed, you clearly want me to win.
You know, I dressed like this, 1, because it looks cool, alright, let's just be honest.
Yeah, the rebels are cooler.
But 2, because my commander that I have here today, as you saw in the briefing in the beginning, is a Agent Callus proxy, we're calling him Corvus.
Well, he can't be the actual Agent Callus, because he's already defected.
Which is why I wore this attire.
Yeah.
Because Agent Callus
you're on my
is
side.
a rebel.
It's going to be an easy rebel victory when all the Imperials just turn around and leave, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think so. But let's go ahead and get things started in the warm-up here. Let's get command cards picked out. You know what, you're the attacking man here. I want to know, what did you choose for your command card?
I'm not opening with anything fancy. There's not enough stuff in position yet for me to try any of my really cool Han Solo command cards. Yeah. Chewbacca's command card is only useful once you've already used Han Solo command cards, so I'm starting out with Push, my standard 2-pip.
Well, that makes me happy because my card that I chose was my 1-pip card, Covert Observation, which means any units you give orders to will also get a suppression from it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I think I can work around that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, I'm still the attacker. I don't have the initiative, but I will be placing my order down first. And you gave me Covert Observation, so anything that I give an order to is going to get a suppression token. I know a way around that, see? Thinking, I have 2 tanks, and I'm only giving out 2 orders. So if I give 1 order to that tank, and I give my other order to that tank, they gain suppression tokens. But tanks are immune to suppression. They cannot be suppressed. They have an infinite courage value, so I just undo your card.
Which I think is personally weird, because there's 2 dudes right up there who totally can be suppressed.
Yeah, but they also have armor, so those guys are immune to blaster fire too.
Yeah, that's...
ATRTs have magic. I just want to clarify. That makes no sense. Star Wars Legion game designers. I'm in favor. They're my ATRTs, so I want them to win. Okay, so my Covert Observation only allows me to give 1 order, and that's a Special Forces order or a operative order. I don't have an operative. So it's going to go ahead and go to my scouts right up there. And that's that. Okay, so you got first. You do have the 1-pip, so you get to go first. Yeah, see, as much as I needed that 1-pip, and I didn't want to waste one of my Agent Callus cards very early on, it leaves me in a tough predicament here, because my objective is to try to get my 2 forward guys to have a turn before they get wiped out. And it's 2 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we'll just find out. It's going to be luck of the draw, just like always, except last time I had the deck stacked. So, boom. That is not, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's your commander.
Yeah. Oh, that's my commander. Yikes. Okay.
Agent Corvus.
Agent Corvus. Now, Corvus, I need to... He's right here in this tent.
Yeah, he's right there.
So, I need to get him going best I can and set up for what will be an inevitable rush down tactic. So I think I'm going to make him actually do a double move, because there's nothing really in my realm, and I don't want to give him a standby or anything like that. He needs to get to a better spot than in the opening of this tent. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Strike fast! Push them back! Take the rebels down!
Okay, now you were right to worry, because I've got a fancy trick up my sleeve. This ATRT right here, I know it looks like it has a laser cannon on it, which is range 2 to 4 and good against tanks, but in actuality that's a flamethrower. So I'm going to go ahead and activate that ATRT, which is a speed 2 unit, and I'm going to push him right up in front, and I'm going to torch that whole front line.
You're dug in! Go! Rebels! Move in!
Down, down, down!
Good luck, little buddy!
We'll love when this happens. Okay, here's the fun part. So that ATRT has blast and spray. So first, I'm ignoring that lovely heavy cover he's sitting in. And secondly, I get to add 2 black dice for every unit that's within range 1 and within 45-degree front arc of that tank. And I just measured, it's all of them. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 10, 12. 10, 12. I can't count. 12. 12 is right. But I don't have that many dice, so that's going to be 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 6 dice twice, because I don't even have enough black dice to do this attack. Oh, I love doing this. Okay, first. Alright, that's going to be 1, 2, 3 hits there. I'm going to set those aside because I do actually have 3 more black dice. So there's 6 more. Just take the blanks out. I don't have anything to re-roll them with anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a surge. Do I have surge? Oh, I hope I do. It does! It has surge to crit! Not just surge to hit, surge to crit, so that goes over to a crit. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits on that squad before they even get to do anything. Alright, 8 is a brutal attack. Flamethrowers are very strong in this game. So I've got 8 red defense dice. There's no surge or anything like that. These are normal stormtroopers. They're not my death troopers. So let's just go ahead and roll that out. And that is 4 hits that go through 4 blocks.
Ooh, only 50%?
Yeah.
That's actually worse than... Oh, no, I guess that's average for what you've got right now. So you rolled totally statistically average.
So 4 of my guys just cooked by the flames as they overtake them. Yikes.
What a good first turn.
No, it feels worse than it looks! I've been wounded! I need an extraction!
Alright. Okay, ATRTs are tough. Once again, I am left to the luck of the draw. Let's just draw right off the top.
Special Forces.
Special Forces, yeah. Those guys aren't going to get to breathe, huh? So, let's go ahead and...
Well, I mean, it's one of those.
Yeah, well, I'm just deciding which one of them to move. Let's move the closer one. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, they're gonna move. Okay, I'm not gonna win them all, right? The Death Troopers, they're scaring me a little bit. Even if they're just hiding behind a table and it's only like cover, I'm not a fan of Death Troopers. Okay, well, it's time for my turn here, and I'm not going to be able to use that second tank effectively right now, so what I'm going to try and do is draw from the pile and see what I get. Alright, we'll just, I don't know if I shuffle these very well, so I'm going to do a quick, just like, cut shuffle real quick. It's just on camera.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, just... good enough. And it is a core unit. Core unit's not bad. I can do a core unit. Okay, I've got, let's throw up one of my assault units. So I've got a couple different types of squad here. These are more of my diversionary / objective squads. And I've got a couple of assault units, and then I've got some flanking units over here on the side. And I think what I'm going to do this time is an assault unit. I'm going to have these guys right here. They're going to pop up over, go over the top. And, oh, actually, why am I doing that one? Yep, it's difficult terrain, so only one. Yeah, that'll get them with a range 1, though, which is all I need. Let's do that.
Stormtrooper! I'm taking you down, plastic boy! Brace for covering fire! Hit them fast!
Alright, heartbreak. I just measured. Unfortunately, I am not quite within distance 1, so my lovely 5 red dice I was hoping to get out of that assault team, because they have frag grenades, is actually 5 black dice. The Z6 gunner still throwing his 6 white, but with the cover that those guys are sitting in, not looking like a good move for the assault team. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we got 2 crits, 3 hits. They do not have surge to hit. So that's 2 crits, 3 hits, 2 of which are canceled by the heavy cover, so that's 3 total armor saves that Stormtrooper squad's going to have to make. It's not as bad as the last one. Okay, 3 saves this time, a lot nicer than 8. So let's go ahead and roll those out. No surge to defend, that's 3 dead Stormtroopers.
Wow. So you shouldn't have dressed like a rebel. So it's just...
I guess so.
You're dressed as a traitor. You actually are dressed as a traitor to the Empire, and they sense it.
All right.
Good job. Yeah, no, good job on that one. We finally remembered to put the suppression tokens down. We
Yep.
never remember to put the suppression tokens on these guys.
And that's a real big deal here, because if I even get to activate those guys this turn, because who knows, luck of the draw still.
Yeah, get another special forces in there.
Yeah, it'll be
That
another
guy needs to
special
move,
forces.
man. You gotta,
No, he doesn't. I wanted to activate those guys very early on, but it was just not in my favor. So we're going to draw from the top of the pool. We're just going to see what it is.
Hey, you got him!
Well, now it's still not as great. I wanted a full squad to be able to shoot. I'm in the situation right now. That guy's pretty much wiped out, and this guy over here still has his rocket launcher, and because you can't shoot a rocket launcher after you move or anything like that, I might as well just shoot it now, because it's basically, if they try to run away, they die anyways. So let's go ahead and shoot Mr. Flamethrower over here.
You gonna go after the flamethrower?
Yeah, because he can shoot through walls, and that's kind of like my only chance here is having cover. And the other guy, he's still intimidating and he hasn't gone yet, but I need to get rid of that flamethrower now.
Yeah, the rotary cannon's not as scary as the flamethrower.
However, there is one thing here. They're suppressed.
Yeah, stress tokens. Yeah.
So I gotta rally, and if I don't rally, then I guess I'm just shooting without aim, which, I mean, that's okay, but we'll see. Here we go. It's a blank. So that is a not rally moment right there. They are in fact only, making sure they only have, curd one. They are only going to take the action to shoot, and they're going to be targeting Mr. Flamethrower.
Okay, let's see that shot.
They're trying to flank us.
Alright, here we go. I've got 2 white attack dice because Stormtrooper aim is garbage, and 3 black attack dice because rocket launchers are actually pretty good. But let's just go ahead and see what happens with this attack, and that is only 2 hits because Impact 1 changes one of those, so 2 hits against the ATRT.
Oh, okay, that's not nothing.
Okay, the ATRT does give armor to its dude on top, but to compensate, it does roll t-shirt saves if you manage to get through the armor, so I've got to make 2 t-shirt saves, no surge to block, so 1 and 6 twice. And with my history of rolling these, that's going to be 0 of them.
Or 2, right now. Watch this.
No, that's 0.
Yeah.
2 damage.
No.
2 damage. Worst things have happened. Worst things have happened. We're okay.
Enemy hurt!
Okay, ouch. You know, that's not nothing. 2 damage to an ATRT is actually kind of a big deal. They have a repair value of 4, so it's kind of at half. It's not quite at half, but it's kind of at half. It's going to take damage, and once that thing takes damage, it's mostly useless. So, but it got its flamethrower strike off. I can't feel too bad about it. Let's go ahead and draw from the stack and see what I get. And it is...
That's an operative.
Operative. Hey, it's Chewbacca! I can't do a very good Wookiee impression, so we'll dub one in. But no, I love Chewbacca. Let's go ahead and get him in there. He does not have the best movement speed or the best weaponry for this situation. He doesn't have sharpshooter, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm gonna double move Chewbacca. Just get him in there.
Take out the Wookiee.
Alright, well, you know, I might as well take this opportunity to just try to get my other core unit to activate. So let's go ahead and luck of the draw. Top of the pool.
No, that's special forces.
Of course it isn't. So, here we go.
You do have
These
3
guys-
special forces and only 2 core units.
Yeah. Now these guys actually are going to have a target because Chewbacca moved up and they have the E11D reconfigured
Yeah,
weaponry.
focused fire.
Focus fire. So they're actually going to make a speed 1 move just to get a little forward, and then they're going to shoot really far into Chewbacca.
Speed 2 move. For sure, speed 2 move.
Did I say speed 4?
You said speed 1.
Oh, speed 2.
Okay, that does look a little bit scary.
Alright, so for this attack pool, I've got my E11D with the focus fire config, shooting at Chewbacca with the DLT-19D Trooper, also providing support, range 4, so they're shooting really far across the map here.
You've got
Let's go.
suppressive on this too, don't you?
Yeah, I also have Surge to Hit, I believe. I'm going to make sure that it is in fact hit. Yes, Surge to Hit. And then they also have suppressive on this, yes. So this is going to hopefully do a lot of carnage to the Wookiee warrior. Let's go ahead and roll it out. Yeah, that's actually quite good. That is, I don't have any aim or anything like that, but that is 5 hits.
5
against Chewbacca. So I'm pretty stoked about that.
Oof, not a fan. Not a fan.
5 hits! Okay, that's not fun. Chewbacca has fur saves, so they're just as good as the Ewoks. I have to roll 5 1 in 6 chances. Otherwise, he's going to be down at half health. I don't like that at all. So let's see. What do we get? They're all blank. I mean, there are 3 blanks and 2 surges, but those are blanks as far as Chewbacca's concerned. That is brutal. Oh no. You have a good little fur ball. Ooh, that's a lot of damage to my Wookiee. That's a lot of damage. I would really rather that Chewbacca didn't take as much as he did. I need somebody to get in there and start supporting him immediately, so... Core unit. Core unit. I will take a core unit. That is fine. That will do the job. I need... you. They're the closest ones. Let's see. What are we going to do? We're going to do this speed-wise, so sorry about the lack of drama shot on the move, but these guys need to move up right now. Get everybody in there quick as they can. And we are throwing a smoke grenade. Actually, I don't think smoke grenades take an action. Do they not take an action? They don't. Run forward, my men. Run forward. Cover the mighty Chewbacca. Smoke. Yeah, that'll keep him alive.
To cover! Incoming!
Alright, well, I know that I only have one thing left in the activation pool because it's the core unit.
Yeah, it's the other guy.
I mean, my scouts do have an order token, but it doesn't matter. I need to try to activate these guys, which means, walk with me. Rally time! Here we go. Let's get these dice out of the board. Don't need those. It's all down to this one little white dice right here. And, oh, they rally!
He does it!
Okay.
They got the little officer with them. The officer's like, hey guys, get your stuff together.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Pat's the one guy who can do anything on the back. And they're going to aim. And they're going to shoot at Mr. Flamethrower. Because I hate that freaking flamethrower.
DLT-19 has impact, doesn't it?
So, yeah, the DLT-19... no, this is actually the RTC gunner. Just
sorry, it's a stand-in.
He's the RTC, so it doesn't actually have that. However, it has a red and then 3 white, and because he has targeting scopes and precision from being a stormtrooper, I'm hoping that I can just re-roll a bunch and kill the guy with crits. So that's what I'm going to go for here. It's a crit fish build right now. Let's go ahead and do that. So that is going to be 3 white from him, 1 red from him, and then 1 white from the captain. So 4 white, 1 red, and I can re-roll 4 of these with the aim token.
That's pretty good. Also, 2 minis. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. They have surge to hit. However, surge to hit means nothing. The red was a hit as well, which also means I don't really need anything there. So I'm going to leave 1 hit because it looks fancy, and then I'm going to re-roll these guys and hope that I get any crits. Which I get 2.
2?
2 crits off of the re-roll. So that is going to be 2 saves from you, my friend.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, like I said earlier, once you get through the armor on the ATRTs, they only have t-shirt saves, so I gotta get something or I'm going into damage territory.
Okay, so that one went out of the entire place.
Doesn't count. One more. Doesn't count. One more. Oh.
There we go.
Blanks. That's a damaged ATRT. So now we, Sam, roll this for me.
Yes, I get to roll a red dice now. I'm gonna set that down. Go ahead and hand me that. And I believe the outcome is determined by whatever I get. It's a surge, a blank, or a block.
Yep, and I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'll check in a second here.
Yep. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna. It is a block indicator.
Let's see what it is.
Okay, I've checked the rulebook here.
It's got the rulebook.
Block. Basically, He rolls a defense dice, a white defense die, and if the result is blank, that vehicle performs one fewer action during its activation. So he is a damaged...
White defense die?
Yes.
Oh.
He is a damaged unit.
Dang it.
Enemy hurt!
I said it could happen. The ATRT is not that tough. Okay, what do I got? I've got a core unit. So I'm gonna do... This is all crowded. I'm gonna go over here. Let's take
On the
these.
side.
Yeah, I've got 2 troopers over here on the side. These guys are armed with ascension cables. So I'm gonna run you right down that corridor there. And then... Oops. Don't mind that. And then along the side of the wall. That's all he's doing. Get him along the side of that wall and into position to use their ascension cable. Nope, he did not fall over. Nope.
He died.
Nope.
Not gonna roll his
Cut!
buns.
Cut! Cut!
Move in! Move in to capture!
Alright, so my last move is actually already decided because I only have one guy who is left and he already has his order token on the battlefield. Ended up not using him because it was smarter to try to get those guys, but unfortunately it never worked out. So this guy, I'm going to go ahead and get him up into cover, and then he's going to take a targeted shot at probably the trooper unit right there because I need to try to weaken them
You
down.
gonna take out my my smoke team?
Yeah, I'm taking out the smoke team best I can. Alright, let's do that.
Heavily armed rebel closing fast! Moving into range! Maneuver Delta 3! Prepare for short-range combat!
Okay, just barely range 2 there.
Yep.
Why did that matter, by the way?
Because the Scout Troopers only have range 2 with their EC-17s.
That seems kind of bad.
However, it's 2 black attack dice for each of those blaster
Oh, that's
pistols.
not bad at all.
So because of the 5 units there, the Sniper also has 2 black attack dice, except much longer range. It's going to be 10 black attack dice. I only have 9 black
you're gonna have
attack
to
dice
re-roll
here,
one.
so one of them's getting re-rolled, which is fine because there's probably going to be a blank in there somewhere.
Oh, jeez.
So let's go ahead and open fire. This has Pierce 1 and Sharpshooter 1, which means I think
The smoke is negated.
Is negated.
The smoke's only cover 1.
Yeah, so the scouts managed to shoot through that. So let's go ahead and open fire. Rerolled this guy here, which turns into a hit. And then the surge, I believe the snipers don't have surge to hit.
Well,
Wow,
no,
I'm
because they're
surprised.
rolling 10 black dice.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Okay, so that is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits against
hits.
your rebels right there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna dodge one. You know me. I
got
took
prepared
Prepared
supplies.
supplies.
Yeah.
So that's gonna dodge one.
Okay,
So
4.
that's 4 dice though. Here, pass this.
I just already removed one for
Ah.
you. 4 t-shirt saves. Surge to block though, because rebel troopers have surge to block. Better than Chewbacca though. Pray. Hey, 1!
Nice.
1's better than 0.
That is correct.
It only took me 12 dice to roll 1 and a 1 and a 6 chance. I hate my luck.
Fire!
You like that? Take that, scum.
You know what I just remembered though?
What?
Pierce 1.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, almost forgot
So,
about that.
my choices are to kill my heavy weapons or my astromech.
Correct. You either get to kill your heavy weapons or your astromech.
Great.
Yep.
Woo! That's a really mean hit.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Big snipe.
Goodbye, entire distraction squad.
And that is my activation.
Oh no. Well, it can't get any worse this turn. Alright, well, I guess it's time for some speed. You're out of activations.
Correct.
So, just me for the rest of the game. Almost doesn't matter, but let's draw from the pool anyway. It is a core. Let's just do this nice and simple. I'm just moving a lot of units around this turn, so... actually, you know what? Let's just skip until I get to Han Solo, shall we?
Can I borrow some of your midichlorians? Leave some for the rest of us.
bottom of the stack. Han Solo, finally got him. He was supposed to go in there with Chewbacca right around the same time so that they could, guard each other, but I guess he missed the memo. Han, go ahead and run on in there. Fashionably late, I'm sure, but still very, very dangerous. Get yourself right in there. Yeah, it's time for some shooting, baby.
Going in. Hope this works. Hey, behind you. Watch this.
Okay, time to use Han Solo the way he was meant to be used. He's got Sharpshooter 1, which means he ignores the smoke he's sitting in, because that still would count as cover against him, by the way. Those guys are no longer in cover from his position, so he can just shoot up and down the line, and he's going to take him out. He also has Pierce 2, interestingly enough, which means that any dice I successfully roll on these 2 red that he has for each attack are just going through. There's no block rolled. They will just punch.
So let's go ahead and declare, you're attacking which unit first?
Let's attack the one on the right.
Okay, these guys first?
Yeah, soft targets. Right. Soft targets first. 2 red dice. No aim. We're just shooting.
Yeah.
That is a hit and a crit. Those units are dead.
Okay, so those 2 guys are wiped out. Let's go ahead and roll these units over here in the same moment here.
We'll do them too. 2 more red dice. Ah, only 1 hit.
Better start running. Losing troops! Additional forces requested! Whole rebel army's right behind me.
I wonder why that didn't record right the first time. Okay, so what I've just done now, we have the drama shot up, but for some reason we messed this part up. I just moved my ATRT forward, my last unit forward, and I forgot that when you run over a trooper unit with a vehicle, your opponent gets to pick where the troopers go. So, of course, Sam pushed my infantry back just a little bit, which, it's a little annoying, but we'll live. Still a good round.
After the first round of combat, the Empire is on the back foot as the Rebels smash through the forward defenses with minimal losses. Under the veil of smoke, Rebel commanders and astromechs are well protected as they head to the computer terminals to complete their primary objectives. We'll have to see if the Empire can turn this thing around. Alright, well that's the end of round 1. I think it's actually fairly balanced so far.
I mean, looking at the casualty rates, I would say not that different.
Yeah, no, I might have killed a little less units, but I did a lot of damage to that ATRT.
And Chewbacca.
That's really important to me. And Chewbacca took a lot of hits.
Who I should say is the most important unit on the battlefield, because he is the only one who can pilot that ATST if I'm able to hack it.
That is correct. So that's kind of why I'm like, I need to kill that Wookiee warrior.
Oh, to be fair, Chewbacca does still get last chance life, even if he's knocked out.
Yes, that is correct.
So we are still doing the down and not out thing, but
yeah,
I would rather not have to drag him to the ATST.
Yeah. What is sad is I lost my entire good unit of stormtroopers. They're all just dead.
They died before they wounded very much. Although they did still wound that ATRT.
They got to wound because that RTC gunner. I was very surprised with his effectiveness, just being the only guy.
Honestly, I think he did pretty well this round, realistically. Yeah. The Rebels, I'm going to say, we did a pretty good job busting in. The smoke team was a little slow to the game.
Yeah, and they got picked off.
Wish those guys had gone in a little faster.
Yeah, that is correct. Well, there was a lot of unfortunate draws, I would say, because I didn't even get to use my 2 forward guys until they were already basically wiped out.
This is really neck and neck right now. Yeah. We have not determined who is in the lead in this game.
Yeah, you're in a good position over here though. You got those ascension cable guys up against the wall. I've got these guys all in pretty good positions, I would say. Now the real trick is that at the end of this next round, my reinforcements get on the board. So
at the end of the round.
They
do not get to activate this round.
But I will say, notably, you guys are still a little scrunched up.
There's still guys out
making moves and being able to deal damage is going to be hard for you this next turn. So when the reinforcements comes in, that's going to be a plug.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see how that plays out.
Okay, no time wasting. We just talked about what happened in the last round. We don't need to do that again. Let's just get straight into the command cards. So this round, I'm taking my 2-pip Distraction Han Solo command card. Reckless Distraction. I get to issue an order to Han and one trooper unit of my choice, and you will have no choice but to target them if you are at all able to.
Okay.
Any unit that attacks must attack a unit with a face-up order token if it can. If it can't, then you are allowed to shoot at something else. But I'm going to try and make it so you have to shoot at me.
The card that I selected was the ISB Investigation. So I get to declare a number of your command cards, and then the next time you can't pick anything with that pip number. I'm choosing 3.
3. Okay.
3.
I cannot choose 3 pips next round.
So the reason for that, he's a really strong 3-pip Han Solo card and a really strong 3-pip Chewbacca card that I just don't want to be an option next time. I don't want you to get your stuff back. I don't want any of that stuff happening. So next round, no 3-pips.
Yeah, that is actually a pretty good choice on his part.
That also enables me to give an order to Agent Callus and one other unit.
Agent Corvus.
Oh, Agent Corvus and one other unit, which means that I will be giving Corvus a order and my Stormtrooper an order to get complete control of my army.
Team range?
I don't know. Yes.
Whew.
Yes.
Close one thing. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Since Sam and I both used 2-pip cards, there's got to be a roll-off to see who gets to have initiative on this one. I'm going to roll a dice this time, because you are dressed as a rebel.
Sure.
I'm going to go ahead and roll for blanks and surges, because me rolling dice successfully is not usually the case.
You gotta learn to roll inside
I'm rolling a different dice. The dice penalized me for rolling out of the box. That's a hit.
Down here. And that's Amigo.
That is a U.
Okay, so to start things off, I am going to move Agent Corvus first, because he's not actually in cover just yet. I need to move him a little more over, so that way he can be in cover behind the platform. And then he's going to open fire at the only targets he can see, which from that position will be both of them. Chewie's really hurt. Does Han have any evasion technology?
No, Han does not have any evasion technology. If smoke gets deployed on him, he's going to have low profile benefiting,
Okay.
but he won't be benefiting from cover in that position just yet.
So I'm going to shoot Han first, actually, with that information at hand. He's going to go ahead and make a move and then open fire.
Rebel charging in! Stop the riddle! If we all die, I'll buy you a drink.
After further inspection, that whole roll-off thing didn't really matter anyways. I have cunning, I forgot about that.
I didn't know.
But I have sharpshooter 1, I have tactical 1, which means because I made a move, I get an aim token. My weapon that I'm also using, the bow rifle, has a lethal 1, so that way if I want to, I can spend the aim to get pierce 1. But let's go ahead and just see what happens with the dice first and foremost. So that's going to be 2 hits, 2 misses. Now, the trick is, do I just make sure one of those gets through and actually does damage to Han? Because he rolls white dice.
White, but he has Uncanny Luck 3.
Uncanny Luck 3?
I get to roll 3 extra white dice.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make that one of those a pierce. Yeah, let's go ahead, open things up. One of those is a pierce.
Okay, so it's Pierce 1,
Yes.
and you're rolling, and you've got 2 hits.
Yes.
Okay, so. Here's the funny part. Pierce does not mean auto hit. Pierce means the first block is negated. So that's going to be 2 for the damage.
Hold on. Are you implying that if you roll over again, it negates Pierce?
If I roll 3 of these successfully, Pierce is blocked by Han's Uncanny Luck.
Okay, well then no, I'm rolling. I'm not gonna go through with that then. That's not gonna be the case. I'm gonna roll my aim.
I have to roll 3.
I'm gonna roll my aim then. I'm not doing that. No, give me my camera back. I didn't know that that was a rule. So f that, frankly. Let's re-roll these 2 dice, because that's just a dumb rule. Is that actually the case?
That is actually the case.
Okay, well then here we go. We're rolling these 2 instead. 2 more hits. 4 hits.
4 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to mean 2 more in that block.
Yeah, no, give me my camera back.
Oh, that's awful.
Jesus.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Mhm.
Terrible, terrible performance from Han. That is just 1 block. I have a 1 in 6 on these. I think I get 1 eventually.
So
I guess that's about 1 in 6.
okay.
So that's 3 hits.
Not how I planned to die. Stormtroopers forward!
Okay, might I just say ouch? That's both of my main dudes with way too much damage on them. Both of them are now at half each. You've effectively bloodied my command staff, which I'm not particularly happy about.
They will heal between this round and the next, if they make it that far. Otherwise, they're going to be taking some wounds I don't want to have. So let's go ahead and start off here with Chewbacca. He's far too damaged to be standing out there being one of the bait targets. So I'm going to go ahead and activate him. He's going to take the dodge action, which because of teamwork with Han Solo means that both of them are going to get a dodge token. Very, very valuable in this situation. And then I'm going to move him. Get out of the way, Chewbacca. Start heading for cover. Alright, here we go. Back to the Imperial's turn. I'm going to go ahead and activate my Stormtrooper squad right up at the front there. Bazooka team, and they have an important thing they need to do. They need to rally. Now, last time that didn't work out too well for them. However, this time, it's going to be also not work out too well for them. But they're still going to shoot at the only target they're allowed to shoot at, which is Han Solo. My rocket launcher has already been fired. It cannot be used again, which means that is just going to be 2 white dice on the attack here. It's basically nothing, but hey, it's nothing. Here we go. That's 2 blanks. So that's my whole turn. And back to you, Phil.
Oh, wow.
That's rapid fire. I'm not even going to give them the light of day of a cinematic of anything.
No, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. That's some Stormtrooper shooting.
That's some Stormtrooper shooting. You know, let's go ahead and get it.
Take that, scum! Fuck!
Alright, my turn. Okay, Han is still out in the open, and I'd really rather he had some more cover. So, let's go ahead and pray. Is it a core?
That's a core unit.
That's a core unit. Okay. Alright, that's exactly what I needed. This core unit right here still has their smoke grenade. That's why I'm so excited about it. So, if we push this unit forward, around the bend a little bit, like, actually I'm not going to put them that far around the bend, like right here. That'll do nicely. And we're going to put them right there. And then we're going to take the whole unit with them. Those guys are now in position to do a little bit of shooting and then throw a smoke grenade to cover Han.
Watch those blasters! They're flanking us!
Hostile spotted.
Okay, so I'm going to target his scout troopers because the stormtroopers behind me realistically don't need to be serviced. That target is not important. Those scout troopers, though, they've got those 2 black pit dice on their pistols, and I'm not a fan. So we're going to try and reduce that a little bit.
So, just to clarify also, we've decided these are light cover implements. However, the scout troopers have low profile, so it's going to act as heavy cover in terms of this attack pool.
Heavy cover for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not throwing the smoke until after, so they don't have 3 covers.
Yes.
That's going to be 4 dudes with A280s joining this attack pool, and I've got this ion launcher. I'm not going to use it for anything else, so I'm going to fire it now. That's going to be 2 red on that one. I do have 6 units in there, but one of them's a droid, so it doesn't contribute any weapons to the pool. So that's going to be 4 black, 2 red, and praise be for crits. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, so I've got, whoops, that's a hit. So that is 4 hits, 1 crit. Out of those 4 hits, 2 are getting canceled. That is 3 hits going through, which against stormtroopers with white armor saves, I can live with that. Alright, so Scout Trooper's armor is not quite the refined Stormtrooper palette, so they are in fact white dice. However, they have Surge to defend. So let's go ahead and hope that my luck is better than Austin's luck with his Rebels. Surge to defend, 1. So that's
1?
2 go through.
I'll take
1
2.
block.
I'll take 2. That's 2 less dudes with double black dice.
Yeah.
That's 4
which
dice
is,
removed from your attack pool. I'm fine with that.
so far, still better than your ratio.
Yeah. Always is.
Take cover!
Line them up and knock them down.
Wait, hang on 1 second. One more thing to do. I know we flipped a token, but technically, still gotta put the smoke down. Chuck that thing right there. Let's cover that whole area in smoke, shall we?
Sounds good.
Han Solo within range 1 of that means, yeah, try me now. He's way safer. Okay, so we also did some research on the whole smoke grenade thing. Due to last time when I shot him with my full squad of guys and he took a bunch of damage, we didn't have any cover applied because we thought, oh, sharpshooter gets rid of the smoke grenade. However, because he was shot at while the smoke grenade was there and it wouldn't negate it, he should have 1 less damage on him right now.
Yeah, it says improve cover by 1, not just provide cover 1, so he gets to take 1 damage, which is actually hard to do. We have to break this damage. He gets to take this damage off and replace it with these 2. Good job. These damage, by the way, are Chewbacca's.
Yeah, Chewie's damage is
they need to go with him.
mobile over here and his suppression.
Yeah, he's got courage of 1,000, so actually, literally courage of 1,000 right now. He can't be suppressed. He's got more than 4 wounds.
All right.
Yay! What are we thinking? It's still your turn.
Oh yeah. All right. So I have complete control, except for the fact that I still can only shoot at Han Solo. Is that correct? So
Yeah, he's still your only valid target.
let's go ahead and activate the Scout Troopers, because I still need to try to maximize what I'm doing with them. And they're going to aim and fire at Han Solo. You're going to have light cover from this deployment here.
Actually, I'm taking cover twice. Cover
Oh yeah,
from the-
so because these guys are here, that's
walkers
light
in the
cover.
way.
Then he has heavy cover because of the smoke, and then he has
Triple
the
heavy
triple
cover for
heavy.
low profile,
So then it just
reduced-
goes to heavy,
reduced to heavy.
and then I think that's
I'm
everything.
canceling the first 2 hits.
Yeah, I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and do that. That is going to be 6 black attack dice.
Okay, 6 black attack dice.
6 black attack dice against Han Solo with my stormtroopers. I have aim.
Do you have Pierce on this at all?
Pierce 1. Pierce 1.
Pierce 1.
Pierce 1.
I can still block through it if I roll well.
I hear that now. I understand that that is in fact the rule.
It's an option. It's a possibility.
I don't think they have surge to hit,
They don't.
which is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and re-roll these 2 dice. That was a hit,
Yeah,
but I
you
knocked
bumped
it over.
one. You bumped one. It's fine.
Is
Just put
that
it back.
okay?
Yeah.
All right, that's 3 hits, which 2 are negated. That's 1.
Yeah, 1 hit. Okay. 1 hit, Pierce 1. So in theory, this can't be blocked. But in reality, I get to roll
a
4
son of a gun.
4 white dice, I believe.
You roll 3 extra dice, or do
I
you
think it
roll
says roll
double?
3 extra dice. Ooh, don't I look foolish? Okay, we did the rules check. I was wrong. It's not roll 3 additional defense dice. It's re-roll up to 3 dice, which means you cannot, in fact, block through Pierce, and I'm just taking the 1 damage. Which kind of makes sense if you think about it, because otherwise it's like Han Solo's like, oh, I've been pierced, but don't worry, my pocket watch was in the way, and he's like blocks it.
That's the Indiana Jones. Wrong
Yeah, that's
Harrison Ford
not the
character.
right Harrison Ford character. So that is going to be
1 wound.
we're just switching this back out for the 3 again.
Yeah, switch
That's
it
what
right
we're
back
doing.
up.
Oops. Smoke's not gone. Hey, took 1. That's okay. I can live with that.
Give me a break!
Okay, other than that slight rules mistake, which I'll fess up, that was my bad. I thought it was 3 extra dice. I think we're doing okay here. Han Solo is still surviving. He's at half health now, but with all that cover in the way and the guys that have sharpshooter now no longer able to shoot at him, I feel like I'm okay to leave him there. So let's go ahead and pull from the pile. That's going to be a tank. Let's use the tank that actually has a chance of doing something, shall we?
Yeah, this
Let's
guy
use
here.
forward tank all the way up here. And you know what he's going to shoot at? He's going to shoot at them in the back.
Mm-hmm.
They're not in cover from his position. He's too tall.
Yep.
So I'm going to shoot them before they get to any cover. How about that? Okay, this is the rotary cannon ATRT, so it has 5 black dice. Got better range than the flamethrower and more consistency, but it doesn't quite have the capacity to annihilate somebody with 12 black dice. So, yeah, give or take. I like the rotary cannon. Let's go ahead and... Oh, that's not supposed to be there. Let's go ahead and fire off 5 black dice. Oh, I'm going to use the gimme rule. I haven't moved, nor did I intend to, so I aimed.
Okay.
And re-roll these 2 dice.
Yeah.
That's a house rule. If you remember from the first game, Sam and I have a house rule. If anybody should have aimed but forgot to because they were thinking about, cameras and taking shots and stuff, it's just a quality of life thing we have to do here to make this game work. 2, and one of those does get through. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on the Death Troopers.
All right, 4 saves, red, and they have surge to defend. Death Troopers are meaty. So let's go ahead and roll these dice out.
4 blanks, 4 blanks, 4 blanks.
That's all blocks.
All blocks?
All blocks. Surge to defend.
All blocks.
Death Troopers.
Yeah.
That's right.
They're immortal. I'm never able to kill them, but it's worth a shot.
Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, I still have to shoot at Han Solo, right?
Yeah, you do. Still has space up order token.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and actually use the Death Troopers up in the front here. They still have all their weapon fire ready to go, and because of one more thing, Han Solo got hit last turn. He has a suppression on him.
Oh, that's good.
So
Yeah, put that one on.
I don't think he's suppressed though. He's
No.
still a monster. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot at him with those forward units right there. Currently, my weapon config is in the fire config.
Focus fire.
Focus fire config. So it's the ranged 4 one. I don't need that. I mean, he's only like ranged like 3 from this guy. So.
But you may as well use it for the suppressive keyword.
I might as well use it for the suppressive keyword. Plus, that way I don't have to reconfigure. And I think what I'm going to do is from that position, they're going to aim because they also have targeting scopes, which means that I'll be able to roll an additional dice, which means I can get all the way up to that normal nice precision 1, essentially, and just open fire on Han Solo.
Nice.
Come after me. No one else. Me.
Okay, I've got 4 blacks from the E11Ds, and then my big old DLT gun is going to be 2 red and a white, just like before, and they're going to be opening fire. Han Solo has cover,
Then cover.
cover, so 3 instances of cover.
Yeah, and you don't have sharpshooter, do you?
No, these guys, there's no chance that these guys have sharpshooter. They have ready, which doesn't mean anything, and precise 2. Oh wow, they have. Oh god, I'm re-rolling.
So you're just gonna crit fish is what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said they have precise 2 naturally, plus the targeting scopes. So that's 3.
You're rolling 5 dice.
I can re-roll 5 dice.
Yeah.
I can re-roll 5 dice.
But only each dice once. So what you're doing is rolling basically your whole pool twice.
Yeah, basically. We'll find out. Whatever I'm going for crits. All right, here we go. So they have surge to hit, I believe.
You might not even want to go for crits. You got a lot of hits in there.
Yeah, it's true. Lots of hits can penetrate. I'm gonna check, make sure.
At least roll the blank.
Yeah, surge to hit. When I declare aim, I have to choose
You're
all
choosing
at
all
once,
the dice, yeah.
right? That's a lot of hits. So these would be negated.
But that still gives you 2. And do you think you'd be able to get more than 2 out of crit fishing?
No, probably not. So I'm gonna go ahead and just re-roll this 1 dice. I didn't even need all my 5 re-rolls that I can do, and I get a crit.
Oh, excellent. So that's actually 3 hits going through.
4. There's 4 dice here.
Oh, there was another one in the corner I couldn't see.
Yeah, sorry. There's 4 hits, 3 blocks. I'm pretty satisfied with that.
4
actually.
hits. That's nuts. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of blocking to do. Oh, first things first. I'm gonna dodge one.
Do you have?
I've got a dodge. It's right on him.
Oh right, Chewbacca gave him a dodge.
Yeah,
yes,
Chewbacca
absolutely.
gave him a dodge, so I'm gonna dodge one. That makes it 3 that I have to block.
Yes.
And I've got to make at least one of these.
Absolutely. So you've got 3 that you need to save from, and Han Solo has T-shirts.
Han Solo does. He does get surge to block though, so he's got
That's
to do
good.
something. And I've got Uncanny Luck 3, so I do get to re-roll some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Okay, so I
Uncanny
use
Luck
all 3
3.
of that Uncanny Luck right there.
I'm re-rolling it all. Do it all. 2.
There you go.
I blocked 2. Good job on Uncanny Luck. So only 1 hit goes through.
Okay, 1 damage.
1 damage is 1 damage.
And also keeps him alive, because he only has 6 HP, right?
Yeah, bad news is that's 2 suppression tokens. Alright, I've decided what I'm going to do. So, Han Solo is just taking too much damage out there in the open. He's done a good job body blocking, but he doesn't have enough meat to stay alive for much more of this. So, he's going to go ahead and go forwards across his own unit there and head towards the cover positions by the boxes, hopefully taking some shots along the way.
Give me a break. Now's the fun part. Too late to cut and run. Here's the plan. Shoot 'em. You mind holding still? I've seen worse odds. Not often, but...
If this goes well, I will be doing the dance.
Mm-hmm.
Then no one can see you. You don't do the dance. You're holding the camera. They're just going, oh, we're on a boat all of a sudden. It's getting seasick in here. Okay, all right. So Han Solo's going to start by shooting off those 2 stormtroopers over there that are still somehow alive on the wall. And I don't want them there anymore, so we're going to shoot at them first. 2 red dice. Sharpshooter 1 negates the smoke that he's standing in, and Pierce 2, so he kills what he hits. 2 hits. They're dead.
That's 2 dead stormtroopers.
Before we take them off the board, let's go ahead and try the other one. So I'm going to be firing at the Death Troopers behind the table. Because they're behind light cover, they get 1. Because I'm in the smoke, they get another 1. My Sharpshooter brings that down to just 1 cover piece that they're hiding behind. I need both of these to be hits to kill a guy. But if I do roll both hits, then Pierce is going to ensure that I kill a guy. So, praise. Both hits. I'm Han Solo.
You're gonna do the dance? I thought you weren't gonna do it.
No, I'm doing it.
I've seen worse. Not often. Don't worry. I've done this before. All we gotta do is win.
Oh, actually, before Sam starts his turn, one more thing. For anyone who's wondering why Han Solo was able to move and shoot while he was suppressed, he has steady, so anytime he performs a standard move, he then has the option to take a free attack. You can only ever attack once per round, so it doesn't really help him, but with Gunslinger, he's a menace. Alright, so it is your turn.
Yeah, just checking some stuff right now, looking at my options here. Because of the way that this is set up, I think I actually want to go ahead and move first. I've only got my Death Troopers to activate here. They're my last unit on the board. So I think I'm going to move them out just a little more centralized. I know, moving them into the fray in the middle of the open, but it's the best chance that I'll have here in a moment. So they're going to move up and they're going to open fire at the vehicle, the AT-RT that's been walking up on me, because they don't benefit from cover, fortunately. We just looked that up.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to happen.
Okay. And to explain why he's not shooting at Han Solo, we didn't put the dodge tokens on there because we're about to take them off again, but he's got 2 more dodge tokens from up close and personal, so he's basically got 5 auto, get rid of them, so why would you shoot at that?
Absolutely not.
Okay, your attack pool is?
There is 4 black dice, 2 red and a white. However, finally, that impact keyword on my heavy guy is going to actually mean something. It is impact 1, so one of these dice is going to be turned into a crit to penetrate that armor.
Nice.
So let's go ahead and roll
And as
it
we
out.
all know, AT-RTs that get hit die.
Generally. Let's see. Alright, so surge to hit, surge to hit, and then only one of these turns into a crit, which means, what kind of armor does it have? Is it armor flat or
All
is it
armor.
armor 2?
Armor
Okay.
completely.
Alright, so, yeah, because the open canopy, he dodges everything, and 1 dice goes through. The rest are all misses.
I love the AT-RT.
Yeah, logically speaking, I just want to say this now. Let's framework this, alright, guys? Whoever designed that they have armor infinity is a bit of an idiot, because I think they should only have armor 2, just like kind of super battle droids. They have armor 1, but I think they should have armor 2. Armor infinity on an open canopy vehicle like that? I don't really know about that.
You want to know the reason? The vehicle was invented before they knew they were going to have any different armor keywords.
Yeah, so they need to come up with an addendum to revoke that, just like they need to change the way the Ewoks work, because they're kind of garbage.
Once they give the rebels real tanks, then I'll accept this.
Alright, let's go ahead and roll that.
Okay, 1 t-shirt save. Watch this be the only one I make. Look at that. Blank.
On brand.
They never hit anything. Not hit. They never block anything. Well, what is he gonna do? He's right now in the open,
Don't worry, Austin. His
Of course they're gonna get hit.
armor saved him.
Yeah. He's fine. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, you're out of activations, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, okay, so just pull from the pile, see what happens. Core units. I got a lot of core units that's going to be doing a lot of moving. I don't know if any of them are going to shoot, so this might be another one of those kind of speed run rounds. All right.
Okay, we had to pause for a second. I was going through and doing all the movements for my guys, and I realized thanks to the ascension cables that I brought along on those 2 units, they got to make free clamber actions, which for us counts as going up that wall, so they only had to move once each. I've got some attacks laying around, and I'm going to go ahead and try and use them. So both of these guys have an unimpeded line of sight on that Death Trooper unit hiding out behind the table here, and they're both just in range 3. So they're both going to take shots at that Death Trooper unit and try to whittle it down a little bit and make it slightly less incredibly terrifying.
Okay, now you're just plain spooky. Just like shooting womp rats, eh, kid?
Okay, these guys are box standard, so they're just rolling 4 black dice, nothing fancy about them. They're really just there to provide flanking fire and get out of the way of the covered positions, which they did successfully achieve. So let's see what we get. Holy guacamole! They don't have surge to hit right now, but that's still 3 hits on the Death Troopers from the first squad firing. Sam, how do you feel about that?
Pretty good. All right, let's roll it.
Pretty good? You feel pretty good about that? I mean, I guess they don't have Pierce like Han did.
Oh, yeah. Anything without Pierce is happy days for me. All right, so I'm getting defense against that. I've got Surge to Defend, Death Trooper style, which is 3 blocks.
Yeah,
so
3
I
blocks.
told you I was feeling pretty good.
Okay, but that's not it. We've got one more to do. We've got one more to do. Here, take this back. One more to do. We're going to 4 more black dice. Still no aim, still no bonuses. 2 hits. Not blocked by anything. So just 2 saves. You've got to fail one eventually.
That's what you think. Here we go. It's only 1, you're right.
Oh, thank God. 1. This 2 squads of flanking fire. 1 Death Trooper.
Yep.
You know what? Whatever, that's fine. That's okay. I'll take it.
Right.
Oh my God, those guys are beasts.
They're monsters. Let's get that cinematic.
Nice shot. Right between the eyes.
Okay, I like to say good shooting. It's not good shooting, but it's okay shooting. So we've only got 1 unit left to deal with, and it is the tank. The damaged tank. So we have to find out if it moves twice at all.
Yep.
What do I need to roll? I need to roll a block or a surge, just not a blank.
Anything but a blank.
Anything but a blank. It's a blank.
It's a blank. You have 1
Nice
fewer
didn't even
activation.
roll. It just bounced up and down and said,
Yeah.
none for you. Okay, with very few activations available. I only have enough for 1 thing. You're never going to see this coming. Wait, ready? That's it.
Oh, he's turning around.
He's turning around. There's going to be stormtroopers here in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And he's not in range to shoot at them, but he's never going to be in range to shoot at the other guys, so he may as well turn and fight.
The Imperial Convoy has arrived at the forward outpost. 16 stormtroopers fought their way past the ambush in the previous game and are now here to turn the tide of the battle. But will the rebels' preparation and impressive first 2 rounds prove to be too much for the Imperial aid? The rebels are well on their way to controlling the ATST platform and show no signs of slowing down. As the fight continues, luck appears to be with Han Solo, despite his beliefs that there is no such thing as luck. But now, it's time for the Empire to strike back with everything they have.
Okay, a little under halfway at the end of round 2. How you feeling?
This is a rebel swarm. This is hard to deal with because basically I've had 3 dudes getting shot at the entire time, taking 10 units worth of fire. And I'm surprised these Death Troopers have managed to stay alive considering they got shot at like, what, 6 times, 4 times?
Yeah, you never fail your armor
Yeah,
saves.
these
I don't
guys
know
are
what it
rough.
is. You saw his armor saves in the first game, in game 1, with Death Troopers.
Death Troopers, it's even better.
I don't know. I'm happy I got 2 of them.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a good run.
Well,
I actually feel pretty good about mine. I've gotten units all the way up to the first console with their repair, so I'm going to be able to start activating that first console very shortly. I've got units on the second console, but those guys do not have the repair keyword, so they're way less strong for this. But I'm in a pretty good spot, all things considered. If I get lucky with these guys and they manage to successfully activate that console, which to do, by the way, they need to roll a block on a white dice.
Yeah.
You've seen my luck with that, but yeah. If they manage to activate that console and those guys manage to activate their console, Chewbacca can be in that ATST by the end of the next round.
Yeah.
And then I'm running an ATST on round 3 of 6.
And at that point, it just becomes a rebel cleanup operation.
Yeah, at that point, it's brutalizing time.
Yeah, there will be nothing you can do if that happens. Luck is still with you because 1 in 6 is awful, but oh yeah, that's true. But no, I mean, I'd say this is pretty good. It's nobody's for sure won at this point.
Yeah, no, it's definitely still up in the air. However, I need to do some of the most insane gameplay on the planet in order to win.
No, you just need to continue rolling the way that you roll.
That's what I would classify as some of the most insane gameplay on the planet. Even though it's a Sam regular, doesn't make it at everyone else regular.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens in round 3.
All right.
Alright, I guess we'll just get right into this and we left all the lights off.
Oh, you're right.
Alright, let's just get right into it. Let's do command cards. I'm going to be taking my best command card in my deck, arguably, Han Solo's 0 pip. Sorry about the mess. Treat it as a 1 pip when you build your deck, but it's a 0 pip, so I know I'm getting initiative.
Yeah, well, that is a good call on your part because I was in fact playing my 1 pip card, and with cunning I would have taken the initiative, so it's a good thing you have that 0 guy right there. However, I'm playing my Face Me Agent Corvus card, Agent Callus card, and he's going to get Agile and Block as special keywords, and also it allows him to reconfigure.
You can switch to the melee version.
I'm going to switch to my melee. I'm going to switch to my melee in this time.
Okay.
However, my other big thing, because it would only give an order to my 1 guy right there, and I kind of need control of my army right now, I'm going to go ahead and activate all 3 of my HQ uplinks, my special forces.
I forgot you brought those.
And they are going to have their orders on them, so that way I know, as a matter of fact, that I just have 4 core units that will be able to march forward.
Is that giving you basically full control of your army, everything since turn 1?
Yes, everything since turn 1 I have had basically full control of my army. Turn 1 screwed me.
Turn 1 being the only turn that counted.
Turn 1 did nothing for me. It actually made it so that way I'm in a little bit of a pickle here. But turn 2, full control. Turn 3, full control.
That's nice. I'm going to be taking Siege the initiative on Chewbacca, so he'll give himself an order token as well.
Okay.
At least narrows me down to just the tanks and the infantry. Oh, and to say what Han Solo's command card actually did for him, it gives him an aim and a dodge. With teamwork with Chewbacca, that means both of them are getting an aim and a dodge. That's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, let's get to it.
We'll get in it. Okay, this is easy enough decision for me. I'm going first because I have a 0 pip, and realistically what I need to do here is get Han out of dodge. He is way too overexposed in his current position. So he's got shots coming in from all directions, and he's only got 2 health left. So reasonably, he needs to get out of there. But at the same time, I do have that aim and a dodge, and I'd like to use them. I should put those on my character, by the way. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to rush him out and use my steady. I need him to get behind that cover at the end, so we're going to do this math backwards. I want to be there at the end of my movement. And I've got a movement speed of 2, which you do not have to move entirely. So my first move is going to be to here, which is perfectly legal.
Yep.
And then my second, which gives me my steady attack. So Han is now allowed to make an attack with Gunslinger at no additional cost, giving me my range for that unit and that unit.
Attacking both the Death Troopers. The Pierce coming in clutch
I've
against
got
their heavy
Sharpshooter,
armor.
Pierce, and double reds. Han is the best guy for the Death Troopers, and it's time to take him out.
Start running, pal.
Okay, just did the math and also checked and made sure I am within range 1 of Chewie, so he's going to be benefiting from my extra dodge tokens as well. Han is going to be generating 2 dodge tokens from these 2 attacks thanks to up close and personal, so both Han and Chewie should be safe from the majority of fire for the rest of this round at least, which is, I would say, very good. Okay, let's see. How many Death Troopers can I kill? I've got 2 red dice, Pierce 2, so there's no armor saves for this. It's just whatever I roll, I kill. Okay, that's 1 hit and a crit. Oh, I should say left guy first, then right guy. So the guy in the open, hit and a crit, that's 2 dead Death Troopers.
Okay.
The team just behind the bench there has light cover, but Han has Sharpshooter 1, so they have no cover.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
You gotta learn to roll in the box, bro.
Yeah. Okay, let me just check, see if I've got Surge. I think I do. I do, Surge to crit. So that is another hit and a crit.
Han is just an absolute menace.
That's 4 dead Death Troopers. And then I dive for cover.
All right.
Why did I volunteer for this? That armor doesn't help much. Bet you I win. If I were you, I'd drop my gun. I'll call you a med-droid.
Alright. Brutal from Han Solo coming in and attacking my guys. I think what I need to do here is utilize my special stratagem. I have 2 very weak units of Death Troopers, and I need to get them reorganized, reconfigured, restructured in a stronger unit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate these guys into a move to join this squad and then make an attack.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and make that move. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can get right up in there.
You're using 2 activations to make an attack, but now you'll have a tougher unit behind cover instead of a unit in the open dying.
Instead of a unit in the open in a very vulnerable position. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna go for. Okay, now the other thing we forgot to lay down is because Han shot those guys, they would each have a suppression unit, and you would think, oh, when they combine, do they combine the suppressions? No, you take the highest. So fortunately, they only have 1 suppression on them in total, and they're Death Troopers, which means
They're fine.
They're gonna ignore that. So let's go ahead and get into the attack pool here. 2 red and a white from my DLT, and then that is 3 other guys, so 3 black dice, targeting that Rebel strike force right there. I don't have aim or anything like that because I had to make my move and bind up. So we're just gonna open fire and hope for some good results. Death Troopers, don't do me dirty. They have Surge to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on your targets right there.
Okay, at least you can't kill the whole squad.
Nope, can't kill the whole squad, but hopefully I get some
those guys
carnage.
do have prepared supplies. I'm going to activate that to dodge 1.
All right, there
That'll
goes
give
1.
me 3 t-shirt saves to make.
3 t-shirt saves. Okay, 3 t-shirt saves. You know how good I am at making these. Let's roll. That's the expected result.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fine. I get to keep some of them. Okay, time to draw from the pile. I could activate Chewbacca now, but I'm not going to. So, what do we have here?
That's a core unit.
It's a core unit. That's pretty normal, actually. I've got a lot of core units. I've got 6 of them. I'm going to use these guys up here in the front, because they, I believe, are within grenade range.
And an unobstructed line of sight if you cared, but you don't because you're throwing grenades.
Oh, you do still. I don't have the... I didn't use concussion grenades.
Oh, okay.
I took frag grenades, because now I'm throwing a bunch of reds.
Sounds good.
Rebel scum this!
I'm not gonna die on stupid Endor!
Oh, I'm excited. This is the meat of what the assault squads are for. I'm actually going to take the aim. So
Yeah.
we're going to declare the aim this time. Oh, let's remove those, because I need to re-roll some stuff in this. I'm going to use my Z6 gunner as the regular Z6 gunner. All the remaining 5 men in the squad are going to use their grenade weapon, their frag grenades. So they're all using red. That's going to be 5 red dice, 6 white dice. The beefiest of attack pools you can make with a rebel troop. Let's see what I get. Ooh, not very good actually for what I'm rolling. But the reds have performed. So that is currently 5. I'm going to take the re-roll, the aim, these 2 dice. And that is going to be 6. They do not have surge to hit. So that's going to be 6 hits against your scout troopers. Block that. Alright, so remember when I said that whole unobstructed line of sight? That really matters in this moment, because otherwise I would have taken 2 of those off the top, but I don't. These are t-shirt saves. I have surge to block. Let's hope that my t-shirt saves are 5 successes. Yeah, guys? Alright, here we go. That's only 1 success.
A 1 success, though, on 6 dice? That's better than I usually roll.
It's better than what you usually roll. So that is a full squad wipe. All my scout troopers just got lit up by grenades, mostly grenades.
I should have brought that last game.
Yeah, no, it would have really
beefed me last game.
Yeah, that armor worked real well, didn't it? Force was with that throw.
Alright, so in this moment, I've lost basically 2 activations, one of which I chose to dispose of because one guy's not all that useful. It's better in a full squad.
You wanted the survivability for
I need some survivability for those Death Troopers. However, now the moment has come where I need to deal with the horde behind. So I'm gonna go ahead and just activate a squad over there. I'm gonna kind of walk over to you guys. I know, don't be alarmed by the fact that I'm moving on the other side of the table. I'm gonna activate these guys. And the reason for that is because I just need to open fire on a little potential flamethrower problem.
You going after the walker?
I'm going after the walker because I need him out of my hair. So I'm going to be making my strike against him. And you know what? Because it's really important to me, those guys, instead of moving forward, they're going to aim to try to give everybody else the chance to move forward. So those guys are going to aim, then attack.
Time to move if you want to get out of here!
Fortunately, I saved the piece of paper that these guys had because I had the foresight to do so. They have the DLT 19 gunners, which means that they have a 2 red dice, and it has impact 1. So if I'm attacking a unit that has armor, such as that ATRT right there, you have to change one of my hits to a crit. These guys also have surge to hit, but it doesn't really matter when you're fighting one of those guys. So I need to
They're
take
precise.
They do have precise though, which means when I do my reroll, I get to reroll 3 dice. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just see how this checks out. I need 2 crits, and I need you to roll nothing. So let's go for 4 crits. How about that? So that's 4 nothings. So I'm going to re-roll this one, and this one. Actually, I just like the way that this looks if I do it like that. All right, let's go ahead and re-roll those. Come on, dice, don't fail me now. No, nothing. Because of the armor that he shouldn't have, I want to specify that. He manages to survive my onslaught of attacks from the stormtroopers.
I'm still taking a shot though, right? You have impact 1.
Oh yeah, right, you're right. You're right. Jeez, I say things and then I forget them. So let's go ahead and take 1 of those hits for me there. Okay, t-shirt save to compensate for the armor, and that is going to be blank because I don't roll any of these.
Yeah.
1 damage.
Over there.
Okay, well, not ideal, but not the worst either. I'm kind of okay with this so far. I mean, the tank's still alive, for instance. That's another core unit. Which core unit do I want to use? How about the guys who I really want to see if I can get this done? All right, the main objective of this game for me right now is get that ATST ready for hijack so that Chewbacca can pilot it. And I've got a guy in contact with a console right now, so I'm going to go ahead and activate him. Now, because he has an astromech with him, and that astromech has the repair keyword, he is allowed to make his check with red dice instead of with white dice, which gives me a much better chance of succeeding on this one. So I'm going to go over here. We're going to roll a red dice, a red defense dice, I should say, and I'm looking for a block. Come on. Blank. My luck would be a blank. Yeah, with my luck, I mean, you know, you're never going to make one, so that's okay. We're going to try again later in this round, but that's why we tried with these guys first. So what I'm going to do with their second action is I'm just going to move them out of the way. We're going to go put them over on the side here. It's not difficult at all. They're just going to move over and away from the console so that those guys can take a shot. All right, so Austin has just demonstrated the worst thing that can happen to me is that if he does succeed, which naturally, because he sucks at rolling dice, he didn't. But if he does succeed, then it becomes very problematic for me. And there is, in fact, a unit that is also on a command console over here. Sure, those guys aren't as good, but I need to deal with them the best that I can. And the way that I can do that is by bum rushing them. My commander, he is all sauced up. He has Agile 1, which means he has that dodge token right there. And I'm going to reconfigure into his staff, and he is going to make a charge, still moving over struggle wild, but still range 1, still can get there. So he's going to rush up those guys, and he's going to punch them straight in the face with his staff, and hopefully just wipe them out.
The day will be ours! Do your duty, troopers! No prisoners!
Alright, so now all of his stuff is adding up. He got his aim from his tactical one for moving. He gets a free aim action. He has charge right now because he's using his staff configuration. So he's getting a free attack against these guys. Let's go ahead and roll that off. It's two black, a red, and a white. He has an aim that he can spend. I also have lethal one, so that way if I want to just get something through, I can. So let's go ahead and roll these dice out. Surge to crit. I'm going to go ahead and spend that aim token to reroll these 2 dice here. No point in going for lethal if it's not enough damage to really wipe them out anyways. Which is 4 crits.
4 crits.
4 crits. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, 4 crits. I mean, overkill probably to the most extreme, but I think he might take this entire unit out. There's only 4 of them. No? They're dead. Oh, I made one! Actually, I made two. I have Surge to block. That's gotta be the luckiest unit in my entire army. I never make these. Like, ever. I never make any of them. Those guys are tough.
Mm-hmm.
What a battle for the ages over there. Somebody's reshooting Rocky.
You can't hurt me! He can't hurt me, no way!
Break it up,
I'll fight to the last!
Alright, and for his last action, because I got all that stuff for free. Oh wow, we've actually gone through all of our dodge tokens. I'm putting a dodge on him. I guess Han and Chewie have like 50 dodges over there.
All the dodge tokens are on the board.
All the dodge tokens are already on the board, so let's go ahead and pull one out of my extra back here.
Oh, boy.
Dodge token applied. There he goes. Okay, I'm still pulling from the stack. We'll see what happens here. That is going to be a core unit. That makes sense. I gotta have a whole bunch of those. I think I'm gonna deal with this big horde of stormtroopers back here. I've got all these guys coming in, and they're advancing too quickly, and I'm afraid of them. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this squad back here. These were originally an assault unit to go take out the Death Troopers, but I don't think they're necessary anymore. And I'm gonna have them occupy the defenses. I know they didn't work so well for Sam's troops, but I think I have a better chance of making them work. So we're gonna get up there and we're gonna open up on these guys.
Oh, anyone else see that? Get that Gungan!
Okay, this is a full assault squad. These guys were kitted out, so unfortunately they can't use their grenades from here, but they still have 5 black dice from their 5 A280s and 6 white from their Z6 gunner. Whoop! And I'm dropping dice all over the shop. It's a lot of dice. Don't blame me. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, terrible. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits because they do not have surge to hit.
Okay, 5.
Okay, thankfully these guys have red armor, so let's hope that I survive better than my scout trooper comrades. Alright. And that is 2 blocks, which I think isn't enough. They don't have surge to defend, they just have normal defense. So that's 2 blocks, 3 go through, which means that of the 4-man squad, only 1 man manages to survive.
4-man enter, 1-man leave?
4 men enter, 1 man leaves. Alright.
4
men enter, 1 man leaves.
Oh, he felt that. Goodbye.
Alright, so I'm down to just those units there. First things first, let's go ahead and activate the unit that is now going to reconfigure. I'm gonna come over there again. I know, I'm invading your space.
You're doing your reorganize?
So this guy's already right next to him. Combine. There we go, they're combined. Let's go ahead and roll that rally.
That's 1 squad now.
1 squad. Let's roll a rally. Nope, they still got that suppression on them, which means that they're going to only be able to do 1 thing this turn. God, I can't walk them into flamethrower range. They gotta shoot the flamethrower.
Shoot the flamethrower.
Shoot the flamethrower.
Come on, buddy, you can make it.
Deserters will be shot.
Alright, 2 red from the DLT, 4 white from the E11s. Let's go. We got impact 1. Here we go. Well, at least 1 thing hits. Because the other things are all blocked and white dice do what they do best. Alright, you got 1
t-shirt
save.
save. Come on.
Alright, 1 t-shirt save. We can make it. The other guys made it. Somebody can make it. No.
Not him.
They don't make it. Oh, come on. I mean, it was an aberration that those guys survived as long as they did. You did well, sweet prince.
Objective acquired.
All right, let's keep the pain train rolling. What do we got?
That's a core unit.
Core unit. You know what? Let's do these guys. I want to get these guys up here. They can reach the console, I think. And I need to give them a shot. Yes, they can.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to take another hacking try.
Take the point!
Okay, same as last time. These guys did bring an astromech. They do have the repair keyword. They need to roll a red defense dice and get a block result. 50-50. I should get one of these eventually.
If you ever learn
I
to
roll
roll
them in
into
the
the
box.
box.
Oh. Surge doesn't count.
Stick to the plan! I need to catch my breath!
Alright, I've only got one thing left I can activate, and that's that stormtrooper unit right up there. I've got to get somebody in a little bit, so I'm going to make them move. And I can't really shoot. They have the worst weapons in the world, so let's go ahead and just double action move.
For the Empire! Move! Move!
Okay, another one from the stack. That is going to be the tank.
That's the tank.
Okay, that's the ATRT. You know, reasonably, his best move here is just to try and inflict attrition on that Death Trooper squad before they can do anything else. So we're going to just aim and fire at them. Alright, this is 5 black dice with an aim. No fancy keywords, just shoot. Reroll these 2. Okay, that's hit 2 surge. Let me just check my surge, because I don't remember. Surge to crit.
They do?
HRT has surge to crit, so that is going to be 5 hits against those Death Troopers. Light cover removes 1.
Yep.
4 hits. Alright, 4 red dice, surge to defend, here we go. 2 blocks, 2 go through.
Ooh, that's a bad roll for Death Troopers.
Yep. Okay, well you're out of activations now, so I guess it's just me. We're gonna do core unit. I mean, that's all I have left, so that would make sense. I'm gonna have, you know what? I'm gonna have these guys who are currently engaged with Corvus over here. They're gonna punch back. They managed to survive the boxing match. Let's see if they can deal some damage. They're gonna aim because they have nothing better to do, and we're gonna roll. That is gonna be 2 blanks. We're gonna re-roll those with aim. And that's going to be 2 blanks again. So they're a little dazed from that bow staff hit to the head.
Yeah, they got a little knocked on. All of his friends died in front of him. It was pretty brutal.
He's okay. It's fine. The PTSD will wear off.
That's right. Use your anger.
Okay, I only got 2 units left, one of which is this core unit. So they're right over here underneath the ATST. I think they're going to go ahead and just join in on that dog pile and try to do some damage to Agent Definitely Not Callous.
On the sides! Take out the officer! I'm going after the imp officer.
Okay, it's 4 black attack dice. They don't have any fancy tricks. They did have to move to get into this, so punch. That's 1. A lot of surge, but just 1.
I'm gonna use my dodge token.
Yeah, yeah. So that's nothing. It's fine. Agent Corvus is good at melee, and my guys are not. Okay, I've only got 1 unit left, so it's pretty obvious who I'm going to use. That is the mighty Chewbacca, and I think all I can do with him, realistically, he'll move up to this wall. He'll scale the wall at the end of his move using his expert climber, and then he's gonna run all the way over here to that console. Get ready for next turn. Simple turn.
Things are looking very good for the Rebel Alliance as the game rolls to a close. The Empire has been wiped out, and we're unable to advance past the flaming ATRT for long enough to enable the last of the Special Forces to be reduced to a mere 2 men. With Agent Corvus completely surrounded on all sides, the odds of an Imperial victory are not looking good. All the Empire can do in this moment is reduce the Rebel forces and make them feel the wrath of the few who remain.
Damn. Yeah, this is rough.
This is really good for me. I'm happy.
Yeah. I think we've reached an interesting stage, though, where it's so obviously going to turn out a Rebel victory that it's kind of just like, do I mitigate his kill count? Do I try to dive his KD a little bit? Agent Corvus is surrounded by 6 dudes.
So far, 6 dudes who have done nothing to him.
My Death Troopers are getting attacked by basically everybody on the map. He's got my defenses, which he could use better than me because he spawned closer. It's kind of like, I don't know. I've only got one guy close. I basically just need to try to get those guys back off the board. Head back to find Inferno Squad. Like, go find the people who are stronger than you.
You want to defer them to map 5?
I'm gonna defer those guys to map 5 to try to give myself a better chance here. Because basically, it's either like sacrifice these guys now or try to help round 5 a little bit more by getting them back out of here.
Sure, because I will say, I will say this has probably been a pretty crushing Rebel victory so far. We haven't technically won, because the ATST is the only thing that matters. I can inflict as many casualties as I want. If I don't get the ATST, that was actually pointless.
Yeah.
However, it's almost a foregone conclusion at this point. I just need to find a way to kill, definitely not Callus.
Definitely not Callus.
These 2 guys, I'm sure I can take them out with Grenade Troop, the ATRT, maybe even Han Solo. Mm-hmm. And then there's just that one squad up there who I can wipe out from your own walls.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be able to take this, or at least wipe the field of all of his units, in which case I get an auto victory.
Yeah.
Because if the Rebels don't have anyone to shoot at, they get to take the ATST for free. There's no stress anymore.
That's true.
So that is one way I get to win, and it's probably going to happen. It's just a question of time now. So
yeah,
I guess we can get into command cards.
Yeah, let's get right into command cards. I'll start off. The card that I've selected this round is the 3-pip card, Coordinated Fire. It's a core unit based card. I only really got one guy in that spot though, but it's just a good card, and I'd rather have it activated right now rather than later.
And I've decided to salt the earth as I win, and in fact you do not play that card because I play Han Solo's 3-pip, change of plans, and make you reselect your command cards. In fact, make both of us reselect our command cards.
That sounds fine to me, because that card kind of sucked, and I kind of thought you were going to do something like that. So my real command card...
It's a cool Han Solo ability.
Let's go ahead.
It's the 3rd coolest card.
I'm going to take... You know what? My actual best command card right now to play would be Ruthless Tactics, the Agent... not Agent Callus card, because it lets me give an order to Agent Callus and then 2 units, so I could give an order to my Death Troopers over there, and then also that Stormtrooper squad over there, and then also I still have full control of my army.
Everything except for round 1 when it matters?
Anything that I shoot at gets an observation token. So, I don't know, we'll see if I get to shoot some, and maybe somebody else can shoot them.
You might be able to double tap one thing.
Yeah, so that's my command card.
And I'll play my only other realistic option, which is Notorious Scoundrels. Han Solo and Chewbacca. It's Chewbacca's 3-pip card. It just lets me recover one of Han Solo's cards, and I'll take Han's 1-pip. Why not? His 0-pip. I'll take his 0-pip back.
Okay.
That goes back into my hand, because if for some reason there's another turn after this, Han Solo can use it to kill whatever's left.
All right, let's get into it. All right, let's get right into this. Because of my cunning, I actually get the first turn in initiative. So I've given my orders to not Agent Callus. My Death Troopers, and then this one unit over here, which we just checked, is barely just in range. In range 3. So they get their order.
Okay, Notorious Scoundrel gives me 2, Han Solo and Chewbacca. So Han Solo gets his order, and Chewbacca gets his.
All right, you know what? The Death Troopers at this point just need to create opportunities. I'm going to go ahead and use these Death Troopers right here to target that full squad of guys right there, and they're going to aim and fire on those guys and hopefully just take out a lot of them. They can't kill them, but they can take out a lot of them.
They can hurt them though. And I will say, most of this squad is exposed to the Death Troopers, so there's no light cover for them.
Yes, correct.
But that's just one mitigation anyway, and you've only got 2 guys, so.
Yeah, all right.
Alright, so for this attack pool, I've just got my heavy weapon and my commander right there. So it's going to be 2 red, a white, and a black. I have precise 2, targeting scopes, so I can re-roll more dice than I have possible, so I can't actually do that. I can only re-roll all of the dice once. So let's go ahead and just roll these attacks out. I'm just looking for anything. They have surge to hit, so re-roll this 1 dice here, which is nothing, so it's 3 hits.
3 hits.
Those rebel units.
Those guys hadn't been shot at this entire time, so they still had their prepared supplies, so I will mitigate one of those 3 hits. They weren't crits, right? Just...
That's a crit and 2 hits, so
okay,
one
so
of them.
one of them. I'll mitigate one of them. That's going to be 2 t-shirt saves. See how many casualties I take. Well, that's the expected result, so all of them. So two guys dead. Worst things have happened. Okay, let's do this quick. I've got a core unit, so that's going to be... Let's do these grenade guys up here in the front. These guys are within range, one of them. They're up on the wall. They can shoot right down into them. Let's wipe them out before they have a chance to do anything, shall we? Okay, this is a full assault squad. They hadn't really been engaged very much, so they still have their grenades, and they've got their Z6 gunner, so that's 5 red, 6 white. Things are looking a little sad for those stormtroopers. Bam. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to take my aim. These 3. 7. It's going to be 7 hits.
You have targeting scopes? Why'd you roll 3?
6 hits, because I, for some reason, picked up 3 dice.
Yeah. Alright, not still 6.
Don't worry about it. 6 hits. This is penalty 1.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, guys. This is the moment that every single one of these is going to pop out as save. Here we go. 3. Wow.
So is it 50-50?
Yeah.
That is actually the expected result on red dice.
That means 1 guy survives.
Hey, somebody survived.
Wow.
Chuck 2.
Chuck 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Go, go, go!
Troopers! Watch those blasters! Take out their support!
Alright, you know, as much as it pains me, it's time to activate that 1 guy. I was hoping I could activate a full squad, but I'm gonna activate the 1 guy. They've used their dodge token, these guys over here.
These guys over here have, yes.
Oh wait, they have nimble.
They have nimble,
They
so
have
it is
nimble.
sitting on them this turn.
Oh, so then it doesn't matter. So instead what he's gonna do is he's gonna drop to his knee, take out his gun, aim, and fire at the tank. The only thing that he maybe can hit. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, 1 dice with aim. We're looking for a crit. That's nothing. Here we go. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna really toss this around. Let's go. Oh, that went out of the box. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
It would have been a crit.
It was a crit.
It would have been a crit. Alright, it's not in the box though, so we gotta keep rolling it. It's a crit! It's a crit!
Anyway, look at that. He got it.
Yes!
Alright, 1 hit. Wouldn't it be funny if I just mitigated this right now?
Yeah.
Like the only time I pass one of these armor saves? No, of course
No, it's not. History stays true.
It's fine.
He's gonna go ahead and take 1 point of damage.
Hold the line! Today is the rebellion's end!
That was actually pretty good. I mean, not bad for 1 guy with a white dice.
Yeah.
And no impact. Alright, what do I got?
Core.
That's not surprising at all. Let's go ahead and take, let's get these guys up here in the front. They've got a stress token on them, so we have to see if they rally, which I don't think I've ever passed a rally check. Oh, no, that's true. I passed 1 last round, last game.
Yeah.
One last game.
You passed
I passed it again!
You passed it again.
Oh, so these guys are good. They're gonna run directly up to those stormtroopers to get around the cover, and then throw a grenade at them from point blank range.
Falling in behind you.
Okay, those guys took a little bit of casualties, so it's just going to be 3 frag grenades and the Z6 gunner this time. So that's 3 red dice and 6 white. Wow. Well, that's 4. I can probably get you with 4.
4 saves, Death Troopers, Search to Defend. That's 3 blocks, only 1 guy dies.
Damn.
Unfortunately, that's my heavy gunner, so that's basically my only guy that was useful. Alright, let's get in it.
That hurt him! That was for the rebellion!
Alright, so I've really only got one thing I can do this turn. Those guys are all out of range, but my agent over here, he's still in the fight. So he's going to aim, and he's going to attack the larger group that's kind of come up behind him on the flank. It's the best chance he has to survive this, so let's go ahead and make that action.
Let's crush this rebellion!
Alright, two black, one red, one white. Here we go. 3 hits, re-roll with aim. Nope, just 3. 3 hits.
3 hits?
Yep. Oh, 3 t-shirts, I guess. Hey, 1. 1 t-shirt.
For the Imperial way! The savages are doomed!
Okay, let's see, what do I get now? It's a core unit. I'm going to go ahead and use the guys who just got punched by Corvus. Let's see if they rally. They still gain suppression from this, so let's see if they rally, and that's going to be a no. So they're just going to punch back. 2 black dice. Okay, 2 black dice. That's going to be 1 hit against Agent Corvus.
1 red dice, here we go. Nothing. That's a damage point goes through.
First piece of damage on Agent Corvus.
You've got a shot. Take it. Take out the officer. Steady.
Alright, my activation, guess what? That unit right here, I'm going to just here, I'll walk with you over there. No need for a cinematic on this one. Let's get him back off the board.
You just take both of them at once? Make this easy? I
Well,
can't shoot him anyway.
I have to legally do this. But that's going to be another unit that I send back to the Ewoks. I'd rather them fight them. Ewoks are butter easy. Don't worry about it. They'll survive. Well, I guess I'll see them in map 5. I have no one that can shoot any of the guys retreating, so I'm just going to have to let them go and focus on what's right in here in front of me. That's going to be another core unit, the other unit that is currently engaged with Agent Corvus. Let's try again. Okay, that's 2 black dice on my punching, and these guys do have aim, so I'm going to be using it. Okay, reroll 1. Still 1. That's 1 hit against Corvus. Alright, 1 red dice. Another blank. Wow, Corvus is the only guy making fails over here.
He's getting worn
Another
out.
piece of damage applied to him.
He's in a 6v1, you know, there's only so long you can go.
It's true, it's true.
Yeah. How do you like that?
Alright, last thing, I'm invading your space again. I'm coming right at you, cameraman. And that is these guys right here. Back off the board they go.
Round 5.
Back to the Ewoks with them. Alright. Okay, the activations are over. It's just me now, and I could do a couple of activations just seeing if I can get that console online, but realistically here, I want to do something else. Let's see if I can take Corvus out. See, I couldn't fit him in there before because there just wasn't enough room, but now, with enough guys having died, I can squeeze Chewbacca right in there. Let's take him out. Okay, Chewbacca's Overwhelm melee attack, which he gets to use because he has charge right now, is going to be 4 red dice. I'm also going to take the aim action so that I could benefit from lethal 1 if I so choose, or reroll some dice, because I've got charge, so I don't need 3 actions. Let's go. I think I don't need it. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Surge to crit. That's going to be 4 hits. I'll spend the aim to get lethal 1, so one of those is Pierce. Okay, 4 red defense die. So far this agent hasn't made a single save, but let's hope to turn that around. It's 50-50 once again, so 2 blocks. That means that's pierced, so only 1 block.
Yeah, 2 blocks, but 1's pierced, so that's 3 hits going through.
Yep. Oh, I wish I killed him in 1 hit, but that's okay. Sam's out of activation, so let's pull from my pile here. It's a core. Those guys are going to try and do the hacking thing, but we'll just divert for a second, because all I want, another core, still hacking. This tank. If this tank kills that last Death Trooper, then the only thing left on the board is going to be Corvus, and I have a chance of just wiping you out. Okay, no funny business. We're aiming. We're firing off 5 black dice. He's got cover, so the first hit is going to be negated. Come on. Okay, aim, re-rolling 2. Alright, so that's surge to hit, so that is 5 hits. You gotta make 5 saves to live. Fortunately, because of the light cover, it makes it 4 hits. You had 4 crits, though, so nothing I could do about that. But let's go ahead and roll this. You know what? of all the moments, I know my agent sucks and he can't make a save to save his life, but Death Troopers in my time of need has always made their saves. Am I right, guys? Totally haven't died like 12 times already. Today's that day.
They all
Today's
make the
that
save.
day.
100%.
They 100% run it, and he just flips the chair up in front of him, takes the shot, pulls out his knife, ready to go against these rebels on his side.
Oh, God.
Wow, the Death Trooper makes it.
All right. Oh, flip that, yeah. All right.
Oh! Okay, I can't let that stand. That Death Trooper, really heroic. But I still have Han. I'm just going to pop out of cover here, do a freaking kickflip, land on that side. That'll put me in range 2. That's Han's range.
Sharpshooter
and I'll
1.
take aim. This guy's going down.
Probably.
Okay, with Sharpshooter 1, there's no cover. With aim, I get to re-roll these 2 dice. With Pierce 2, no matter what I roll, he's just taking it. He's only got the 1 health. So all I gotta do is roll any hits on effectively 4 red dice.
All blanks.
Look at that.
Nah,
He's
nah, he's
dead.
dead.
no
Nope.
unnecessary. Han opens fire
Pierce
on
2.
him, and that's
He's
that.
gone.
You're barely trying. You really... Forget it.
Okay, the only thing left to do, which we bypassed for simplicity's sake, is these 2 core units, both of which are locked into that console right there. They're going to both make hacking checks. Somebody's going to make this eventually. So let's just go ahead and run these real quick. This is literally all they're doing. They don't have anything else they need to do with their turns. So, hacking check number 1.
You
we
got
made
it. Yep.
All right, so that's good. We've got one of the 2 consoles has been taken. All I would need is the other one, and then I can get Chewbacca into that ATST, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. Okay, Sam and I thought of just one more thing. There was a slight mistake made in the round there that we turned off the cameras, we started doing the status phase, and then we realized, oh, hang on, this last Stormtrooper here, he's in range 2 of Han, who had Gunslinger and a free shot, and an aim token, and Pierce 2, who had all the options to just kill the Stormtrooper easily with no difficulty at all.
Yeah.
So we're just going to roll that real quick formality.
He's dead.
He's dead. So
Yep.
the Stormtrooper is eliminated, leaving only Agent Not Callous as the last Imperial alive in the Outpost, and that pretty much just ends the game.
So, Agent Not Callous has 1 HP left, and he's an ISB operator.
Yeah.
Operator.
Operative.
There we go, operative, found the word. And he knows, okay, I'm valuable. So he drops his weapon. There's a Wookiee warrior, not only any Wookiee warrior, the greatest Wookiee warrior
The
to
best
ever live.
Chewbacca.
He's like, I don't want to fight this guy. He puts his hands up and he surrenders. He's like, hey, I'm valuable. I'm an ISB officer. You can take me prisoner. And he puts his hands up. So he's going to try to save his own life by just surrendering now. Everybody else is already dead and abandoned their post. Those guys are heading back to the woods. So this is decidedly so a rebel victory, and you were going to have an ATST on the next map.
Definitely. Rebel triumph, I would say. This is about as good of a victory as I could have ever gotten.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I think that's the end of the game. I hope you appreciated watching it. We sure appreciated playing it, or at least I did.
Yeah, I don't know if I did.
But I think it was pretty good, pretty fun. Love the map build, and I'm excited to see you in the next game.
I'll get the next map.